Hey y'all, my name's Mary, and if you want to know where I've been for the last few months, hit that subscribe button and stick around. Thanks. Last time I talked to you guys, sorry about that, I'm kind of just chilling. The last time that I talked to you guys, I had told you about my grandmother and her having a stroke, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm back. Ugh, I'm so sorry. But 2 weeks after that, my husband decided to get a dog. Sorry that the camera's moving. I'm just filming on my iPad and doing it real quick. But Tyler decided to get a dog. And I just kind of agreed and was like, yeah, okay, like, whatever. We have an English bulldog. And I'll put a picture of him in here. But we had the hardest time housebreaking him. And he finally got the hang of it after just like being on a super strict schedule, taking him out a million times a day. He finally did get the hang of it. And so fast forward, and we did the holidays and everything, and it was great and we had fun. Then fast forward a few more months, and I got the worst phone call I've ever got in my life. I got a call at, I can't even honestly remember who called me. I think my sister called me. I really can't remember, but I answered and I just immediately had that same gut feeling that something was wrong. And she told me that my dad had also had a stroke while he was at work. And like I said in my video about my grandma, my dad works away. So my dad was in New Jersey at the time. And he had, by himself, usually he works with his brother, but his brother was in New York. So he was completely by himself. The only reason they knew he had had a stroke was because he was on the phone with his girlfriend at the time. And they put him in a stroke facility in New Jersey, and they gave him a reversal drug, and it was just a waiting game. Literally, I was so distressed for days. I mean, sick to my stomach, and that night he had another stroke. So he gets through that, he comes home, and he's doing better. The reversal drug worked. He was not near as bad as my grandmother as far as speech. He just got like really weak, and my dad is 46 years old. He just turned 46. So when he had his first stroke, he was 45. Well, fast forward, just a few weeks, Tyler and I had to move apartments. Our lease was up, and we hated where we were living. We hated our neighbors. We hated our landlords. It was just awful. It was an apartment building, and we just hated it. So we decided to move here, and we really like it here, and it's great. But oh, look at you all guys staring at me. That's so awkward, because I have to sit in front of my big sliding glass door because it's the only place that really has good light. Then a few weeks ago, my dad had another stroke, and he told me that he thought he had another stroke, and he went to the hospital. And I'm not trying to like go on a big like long rant story. I'm just trying to update you guys. But he went to the hospital, and he told them, I've had 2 strokes in the past and in the last couple months, and I think I've had another one. Well, they pretty much just told him that it was a herniated disc and that he was fine. And finally my dad did get to some amazing doctors, and they're helping him now. They finally had run the test. Nobody had even run the test for 3 months, 2 or 3 months, about You know, why is he, you know, a 45-year-old, almost 46-year-old having strokes? Like, he is young. He should not be having strokes. They, you know, they knew why my grandma had a stroke, but they didn't, you know, my dad's was just out of the blue. So it just kind of was like, nobody tested him, nobody sent him to a neurologist, and he was supposed to go to a neurologist. They would not set him up an appointment, and finally, you know, he got to doctors that are helping him and figured out where the strokes are coming from, and it's getting better. You know, it's really hard to be gone for all this, but at the same time, like, there's nothing I could have done being back home. I would have not been any help. So that's pretty much it. That's the life update. You know, not really anything going on other than that. We're getting ready to move here in October. So we moved here in May, and we're getting ready to move in October or November. We're not sure yet. And hopefully, I mean, we're going to be moving back home, and that's awesome. You know, I'm going to try to be back and be on YouTube more. I just don't like making promises. I gotta get dedicated. Have to get dedicated to back to where I was. Film on Tuesdays, upload on Wednesdays, or film on Wednesdays and upload on Wednesdays. I mean, it don't matter, but that's all I've got for now, guys. And I love you. Take care.